Alright. Slow key and I am. I say I am. You know who I am, man. Alright, this is. I knew it wasn't gonna last because everything that brings me joy and happiness in life gets fucking ends abruptly and gets taken away and for no fucking reason. It's just on a bullshit, complete bullshit, unavoidable note, right? So we got all AB, aka already betrayed, Adrien Broner. Man, dude, unbe fucking believable, dude. So you got Deen the Great. He came. I didn't even know. I've heard of these. I've heard of Neon, the little gay dude, the little gay kid that run around with Kai Sanat. I heard about the Thailand, the Thai Lil bronze sexual. I heard about all these Speed, Aiden Raw. I've never heard of Deen the Great ever. Never. And actually, I seen him recently. He got into a fight with Crit Mac, right? But other than that, I was like, who is this nigga? That was the first time I've ever seen Deen the Great. Is when he did that little fight with Crit Mac, and everybody be putting Crit Mac on his back pockets. But and then Crit Mac, he slapped Lena the Plug's ass. But never heard of this kid. Never. Apparently, he got slapped a couple times by other bodybuilders or whatever the fuck they are. I didn't see none of that. I did not know who this person was until literally like 2 months ago. Um, and then so I guess I don't even know. Like, did they even tell the story about how he even did he DM? Did they hang out? Because I do remember one of the first videos I saw was when AB still had his beard and they was outside arguing and shit. And this was before they started wearing the same outfits and shit. They was outside the club arguing. He wanted to drive or something. Just, and then I don't know. I have no idea how they linked up. But the sad part is if they really um you know Adrien Broner is he's the funniest dude on the internet right now. Like when he's with the combination of him being with Deen and then them having a professional cameraman and then the girls being there, it's just the whole environment. You know what I mean? By himself, he's really, he's just as, you know what I mean? It's nothing really to see. It's no content really. But when he's in that environment, Adrien Broner is the main character, and he plays well off of Deen and the hoes they be having there and the shit they be doing, the places they go and shit. And his character shines, but the truth is, it's like what happened with this money situation, and even when the drinking and uh he does come off as a narcissist. Let's have a real conversation. AB does come off as a narcissist, bro. You know what I mean? And you got to remember, I think they said in his career, he's made north of $50 million. He's made no. That's a different type of money. That is a completely. That's if he did what he was supposed to do with that type of money, he would never. I mean, his children. He said he had like. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like 10 kids. If you do what you're supposed to do with fucking $5-10 million, you'll never have to work. Your kids will never have to work. If we having a real conversation, right? But he just fucked it off, man. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. He fucked off upwards of $30 million. Unbelievable. But it's just very strange that, this situation, and it seemed real. It don't feel like scripted or stage. Who knows? It could be, but they did an event. They did these stupid ass, like these pop the balloon shows or the 20v1. You know what I mean? It's so, to me they're cheesy. Like, to me they're like super corny. You know what I mean? I don't really, the bitches on there. Let's have a real conversation. They're all for sale, but they go up. But that's what pisses me off. Like, them girls on these shows, the pop the balloon, they're all for sale. Okay, they're all for sale. They all have a price, and it's not a lot. Okay, okay, max. Ain't none of, let's just say, ain't none of they pussy even worth $300. Let's have a real conversation. Let's have a real, and I honestly, I don't even, I wouldn't even say they pussy is worth over $100. Let's have an even realer conversation. But they go up on there and they act like, they not interested in the dudes, or they try to, throw shade or whatever the fuck. But then I did like how they was showing the behind the scenes, like, and it was just because when I don't watch these shows, but you wouldn't think that they actually like hanging out with each other and stuff behind the scenes. Like, they were taking breaks, they were drinking with the girls, they were hanging out with the girls before the show even started and shit. So they were already developing relationships or potential transactions or have a real conversation. You know what I mean? But long story short, they got paid, like, allegedly. I don't know. What I heard was they got paid $3,000, I guess 1,500 a piece, to do this dumbass fucking 20v2. It's just a bunch of fucking whores up there, and that's it. It's just really just like, oh, how, I guess the content is, look at how AB and Deen interact with whores. I don't know. I don't really, which ones will they? It's like a really just trifling ass ghetto dating show or something like that. The 20v1s and the pop the balloon, all this. It's just really trifling, like, niggerized dating. I don't know, online. I don't even know what it is, bro. It's just ghetto. Cause every bitch is in there. Every bitch on there is a whore. Like, every bitch on there is gonna suck some dick for fucking $150. So I don't really understand, but, or they're like regular girls that got jobs and they're just trying to just get attention. Let's have a real conversation, which is even worse. Which is even worse. But, so long story short, they got the money. Like, they got paid. I guess they both got paid separately $750, um before, the deposit, before they got there. And then the dude told them, okay, I'm gonna give you each the other 750, which is the other 1,500, um altogether, after the content is filmed or whatever. So after they film the content, the dude, and this is where, like, I can see where the confusion happens, and I can play devil's advocate, but at the same time, now that I'm thinking about it, I can't, because I was confused. I didn't know the price before. I didn't know, like, literally till like an hour ago. I didn't know they got paid $3,000. So, when you're not inside these circles, it's a lot of, you don't know. A lot of times you don't know what the hell is going on. So, apparently, I mean, Adrien Broner sent, after they argument or whatever, Adrien Broner sent Deen the $750, but apparently the dude that was, I don't know, the dude that was supposed to pay them, instead of paying them separately, I guess he just gave the 1,500 to fucking Adrien Broner, which they call it the back end, which is just, half up front, half after the services are rendered, right? I mean, that's just, the best, I it's like the safest way to do business, but me personally, I don't like that shit. You know what I mean? Because I've been in situations where I'll be like, yeah, I'm trying to do that person a favor. Like, yeah, you know, give me the half the money now, so I know it's real, and then give me the other half. But then, I've been in situations where I'll do my job, do what I'm supposed to do perfectly, and then it takes a person a whole week. It'll take the person a whole week to send me the other half of my money, and I'm pissed because I'm like, I didn't show up a week late to do the job, so why are you making me wait a week later to get paid? And that's the type of shit that ruins business. That's the type of shit where you just be like, I'm not working with this person no more. Fuck this person. I might hook off on this nigga if I see him ever again. Let's have a real conversation. That's the shit that make you want to hurt somebody when people play around, with your money, because it's just deeper than the money. It's about the principle. It's about your word. That's all you have in this world. You know what I'm saying? Your word and your balls. Let's have a real conversation. So now that I know that what happened was on the first on before, like, their deposit was 750, so they both got 750, and then AB. So if AB knew that he only was owed 750, and the dude sent him a $1,500, you know what I'm saying? And he didn't once that shit hit, because he was in the car, he was like, I got my money. He was like, you got to go talk to that nigga. He was like, you got to go slide about that. You got to go, you got to pull up on that nigga. But I guess the whole time, AB wasn't keeping it, he wasn't being honest. Like, I guess the whole time he got sent $1,500, but he didn't send the only nigga that seemed to give a fuck about him on some for real shit, put money in his pocket. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like he just said, "Fuck this nigga. I'm gonna keep his half," and that is some grimy snake bullshit, bro. Cause I've been in situations in my life where I've been broke as hell. I have fucking, look, bro, less than $50 to my name, and somebody else that I fuck with, uh, my girl at the time or some shit, she'll fucking send me money and make sure I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, and neither of us is rich or nothing like that. So it's like, and somebody I care about, they told me they be dropping bars. They said in the spirit realm, money doesn't matter. But down here in this bullshit ass world, it's just we just use this as a tool to do what we gotta do, you know what I'm saying, to get certain things done. And down here, we share that tool with each other. Pause. Oh Lord. Super pause, nigga. So, and that's it. And it's the gesture, you know what I mean? It's the intent. It's the you give a fuck, you know what I mean? You keep your word and you share money with people, that currency, that current, that energy, you know what I mean? It means something. So for him to help Adrien Broner get like on some real life shit, be able, not just like he teaching a nigga how to fish. He not just giving him money. He's teaching him the game to where Adrien Broner could be making $100,000 a month every 30 days legally, effortlessly. Literally, imagine making $50,000 a month, and all you got to do, and your life is just a party. You're just hanging out. You're drinking, hanging out with girls, fucking. You're going to parties. You're hanging out on yachts. You know what I mean? Like, it's dude. That level of a blessing. That level of a blessing is ridiculous. Getting paid upwards of $50,000 a month just to hang out, just to party, just to crack jokes, dude. That is an anomaly. That is straight up luck. You know what I mean? It don't matter. Like, yeah, Adrien Broner is funny as hell. But dude, there's comedians that can't even be in the situation that he's in. There's comedians that couldn't even be in that same situation that he's in. And how blessed he is. And it's looking like, I don't want to say, anything is concrete. I do want to see them come back together, but it's looking like he completely fucked off. he completely fucked that up because in response to him not sending $750 to the nigga he calls his brother, the nigga that he says he loves, I would love to know what sign, because it's giving Scorpio. You know what I mean? It's giving Scorpio. That's what it's giving right now. I would love to know what sign Adrien Broner is, because he sit up there and called Deen his little brother, his baby brother. He say, I love this dude. I never fuck you over. You fucked the nigga over out of $750. Deen was up there saying he helped the nigga make $20,000 in 1 week. In 1 week. You know what I mean? So it's like $750 ain't shit, bro. I mean, yeah, no, for somebody that's bouncing back, for somebody they once made $20 million in one night. Yeah, $750 ain't shit. They not even, you know what I mean? But to somebody that's bouncing back, to somebody that's in a situation like mine or people that I know, $750 is much needed money, that can be utilized as a flip, that can be utilized as an investment, that can be utilized to get that, to fix your fucking piece of shit car, get you a different, it could be $750 could change a broke nigga life. Could change a broke nigga life. Let's have a real conversation, bro. That ain't no bullshit ass money. You know what I mean? We're not talking about $20. $750 fucking dollars, bro. You know what I mean? Let's have a real conversation. If I had $750 right now, I could fucking fix my entire car, right? I could fix up my fucking car and get the fuck up out of this state. But because I don't have $750, niggas just be stuck. And that's the thing about money, bro. And that's the fucked up thing about this B system. You're literally physically stuck unless you're able to pay for, your freedom. Yeah, like your pursuit of happiness, man. You can't even afford to pursue happiness if you broke. Let's have a real conversation. So Adrien Broner is definitely like ungrateful, and but this dude Deen, he went up on there and the reason why I say shit it might be over for real is because prematurely is because he went up on there, he called Kick or contacted Kick, and he said, yo, ban this nigga page, or don't let him do videos, don't let him do live streams on his page. And it's just like that snowball effect. And it's like, I understand, I've been in situations where niggas is possessed, bro. That alcohol shit, dude, it's just like, man, if you ever had to deal with a drunk, if you ever had to deal, we talking about people that drink alcohol at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's what we talking about. We talking about people that gotta drink alcohol before they do anything. When they wake up, before they leave the house, if they ever leave the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Before they do anything, while they on the phone, while they fucking do everything, they have to fucking constantly be drunk. And it's like, bro, it's a different type of like frustration that you have to deal with. You know what I mean? When you're dealing with people that don't have no self control. And it's not just alcohol. It could be, I'm just saying alcohol because that's what, Adrien Broner says. He doesn't smoke or do drugs or anything like that. But yo, bro, alcohol is crazy because alcohol is just as bad, if not worse, than fucking all of these narcotics. Bro, alcohol is just as bad as shit, fentanyl, all of that shit. It's just as bad. You know what I mean? And it's even worse because it's legal. You could just go to the store and go get you a bottle and kill yourself all day legally, right? And destroy the people's lives around you. And then when you run out of that, go back and get another one. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta worry about getting locked up or getting raided and other shit like that. You ain't gotta worry about none of that. Like, you know what I mean? So having that, if you ever just have you ever had to babysit a grown ass fucking adult that was an alcoholic? If you ain't never had to deal with that shit, you know what I mean? Like, it's a different type of frustration. It's a different type of like confusion and anger. It's like, what the fuck? Like, especially when you combine that with a person that's actually like, they're actually special. They're actually rare. You look at Adrien Broner, the nigga is a four-time world champion. The nigga can fight his ass off. He's you know what I mean? He's mastered his craft. You can say he's mastered his craft 4 times. 4 times. It's like Michael Jordan won 6 championship rings. He mastered it. He's proven that he's mastered his craft 6 times. Nigga win a Grammy. Niggas win, you know what I mean? How many Grammys? You know what I mean? Every time you win on the highest level, let's have a real conversation. And a lot of shit is rigged and scripted anyway, but I'm just saying, my nigga. But every time you win on the highest level, you just show them, once again, it's a representation of mastering your craft. And it's crazy when you dealing with somebody that is, you know, they're just they're just this unique. You know what I mean? Like, they don't have to try to be different. Their energy is special. You know what I mean? Like, we're not talking about bots. We're not talking about losers. We're talking about people that are, if they just stopped drinking, smoking, whatever their vice is, whatever their attachment is, whatever possession they got, you know what I mean? Like, bro, it's like they raise the vibration. This dude, Adrien Broner, he literally has the whole internet laughing and smiling. You know what I mean? Like, people that's out here depressed and fucked up and broke and going through their own traumas and shit. He's out here, he's fucked up too, but he's still putting a smile on everybody else's face that's watching his videos. Just him being, you know, his authentic self, being goofy, being, you know what I mean, being highest, lowest, whatever the fuck. Him just being himself. You know what I mean? When the average motherfucker, you know what I mean? The average motherfucker can't even do that. Let's have a real conversation. So it's like, you know, in that situation, at first I was like, well, maybe he doesn't know, because I didn't know how much they got paid. So I was like, maybe Adrien Broner doesn't know that the dude sent him the entire back end or what. That shit sound, I don't even like, I'm not saying that word anymore. Like, what the fuck? Maybe he didn't know that the money that was sent to him was for them to split. But if they sent him the 750 the first time, if they sent them 750, both of them separately, 750 the first time, then yeah, he knew, and he was dead ass wrong. He was dead ass wrong. And I've been around people like Adrien Broner, the spirit, bro. I've been around people with the spirit of Adrien Broner, people that are special, people that stand out. These are not regular people. You know what I mean? These are important, special people that have the gift, okay? The gift of charisma, the gift of, discernment. Let's have a real conversation. The gift of bringing people together. You know what I mean? Um, but the gift of helping other people, but for some reason they just can't help themselves. Let's have a real conversation. For some reason they just can't help themselves. And that's what we witnessing here with Adrien Broner. Adrien Broner, he helps other people, whether it be, you know what I mean, putting a smile on people's faces, or he gives people money and shit. Like, I was watching a video, and he was like, cause Deen don't really be on no shit like this. Dean really be on some feminine ass shit. You know what I mean? Like Dean really be on some. I can't watch him when it's just only him. He really be on some like single mom type nigga shit, like real feminine ass nigga, like you know what I mean, like real feminine emotional ass nigga. Always got his face screwed up and his mouth poked out. I'm like, fuck wrong with this little ass bitch ass nigga? What's wrong with him, bro? You know, whole screen he's staring. That's why he need Adrien Broner, because Adrien Broner though he just started doing it, but eh, Adrien Broner will actually entertain people. This dude Deen and these other streamers, whatever the fuck, they just stare at their phones and say gay shit and do dumb shit, do scripted shit. You know what I mean? Like it's a difference, bro. Adrien Broner has the ability to actually entertain people. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. He's an entertainer. And it trumps, that surpasses a streamer. Somebody that's just staring at their fucking phone. The dude Dean will be with two other bitches, three bitches, four. I'm like, how the fuck this nigga got this many bitches, bro? What the fuck? This nigga Dean will be with all these bitches and he'll be staring at his phone. I'll be like, bitch, if you don't put your pussy in my mouth right now, bitch, like, what the fuck are we doing, bro? Nigga be staring at his phone. Bitch, sit on my head. What is you talking about? Sit on my head, bitch. What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't bring that motherfucking whore vagina over here? Shit. Yeah, man. You know, we some and it's like, look, bro. Only reason that I started watching is because of Adrien Broner. I seen like one or two clips, and I was like, this motherfucking Adrien Broner is hilarious. You know what I mean? That's the only reason I don't, but I don't watch that shit. Them little kids, I'm 34 years old, bro. Them niggas is children, bro. Compared, you know what I mean? Them niggas is early 20s and shit. I'm 10 years older than these little niggas, bro. I can't watch that shit. I feel weird watching that shit. I'm like, I'm 10 years older than these niggas, bro. All right, let me say. Older sisters. Until we got him to the, yeah. I mean his mannerisms, bro. But I'll give it and nobody want to keep it real, but bitches love feminine dudes, bro. I don't know why. I guess it's just, they just don't appreciate masculine energy. They're just attracted to what they are. But you know what I mean? Like this dude Dean is super. Like this nigga Dean, he asked, and once again, you know what I mean? They be doing shit, everything is a clip now, right? That's what they call it. They be clip farming and all this other shit. But like I said, I come from an era where it's like you don't even joke about certain stuff. And this dude Dean was like, he told AB, he was like, I'm about to go take a shower. You coming? I was like, what the fuck? He was like, I'm about to go take. He was like, I'm gonna leave my drawers on. Just leave your drawers on, and we could take a shower together. I was like, nigga, you don't even joke about shit like that, bruh. It's like, what in the world is this nigga talking about, man? You know what I'm saying? You know? So, I don't know. But I thought they would go on a little bit longer before, you know what I mean? I hope they keep making videos, man, because it's more, it's bigger, pause, than just like on the surface it's like, but this is like, being able to redeem yourself, right, is a blessing. Let's have a real conversation. It's a divine opportunity. Let's have a let's have an even realer conversation. Being able to redeem yourself, be having being blessed with the divine willpower to pull yourself out of the grave that you dug for yourself, right? So that's what it's like. That's the whole thing about us watching the people that's actually invested in Adrien Broner's journey. It's like the dude, you know what I mean? People are throwing money at him now. They give a fuck about his, him making content and shit like that. Every time we see him we see him doing these videos where he's boxing and shit like that. It's actually exciting, you know what I mean? And people like, look, bro, people, the world is backwards, right? So you're a person, when you're a person and you doing what you're supposed to do, right? You know, ain't nobody, you know what I mean? What's there to root for? People like, yeah, you doing what you're supposed to do. You ain't get no this, you don't get no goddamn credit, right? You doing what you're supposed to do. Okay, you're not addicted to, you ain't got no addictions, you ain't out here, you know what I mean, doing nothing crazy. You go to work, you go home, you spend, you know what I mean, you take care of your responsibilities. You're boring. You're boring. Ain't nobody trying to, you know what I mean? Nobody give a fuck about you. But people love a fuck up story. Let's have a real conversation. People love a fuck up. You know? People love a fuck up. They love that emotional roller coaster. You know? It's like damn, it's damn near like gambling. It's like, well, let's have a real conversation, man. And when every single time you just like, what is AB gonna do next? What is Broner gonna say next or do next? Is he gonna tweak out on a bitch? Is he gonna get pissy drunk and fight a nigga? Like it's just an emotional roller coaster, man. Is he actually gonna get his shit together? Is he gonna put the bottle down? Are they uh um is Deen gonna take him to a rehab? You know what I mean? Like, bro, it's so bro, it's so fucked up, man. And I'm telling you, I know exactly what Deen is going through. I know exactly what Deen is going through. Because when you dealing with agents of chaos, let's have a real conversation. When you dealing with agents of chaos, their life, like, bro, they're not trying. They're not trying. Their life is literally on like autopilot, is a reality show. Their life is a fucking reality show. You ain't got to do shit but just press record. You be like, this shit right itself. We about to get to the money. We about to get to the money. Because that's how out of control their fucking demons are. Let's have a real fucking conversation. And I've been there and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like how, niggas can't even get a chance to breathe, like a peaceful breath around this bitch, because it's just the drama and the like I said, the emotional roller coaster is nonstop, and it's easy. Like on the outside looking in, it's so much easier to just find this shit fun. But bro, Deen on some real shit, and I don't really fuck with Deen like that, but on some real shit, Deen is very strong mentally to have to put up with this shit. To constantly have to tell this nigga he grabbing drinks out. Cause AB, when AB start drinking, he don't drink like the rest of us. He don't just take a little shot or take a little sip. That nigga pour up a whole ass mixed drink in a cup and chug the shit. And spill the shit all over him like a little kid, man. You know what I mean? Shit is fucking retarded, bro. You know? Oh man. All right. He said the blue face. Now niggas gotta find fuck, man. Listen, it ain't nothing. That was the best show on TV. Adrien Broner and Deen was the best show on the internet, bro. While these other dudes, because everything is so scripted. That's always, bro. Like people always gonna gravitate towards authentic shit, bro. Like true chaos. Like we don't want that scripted shit. You know what I mean? We want that You know what I mean? Like home cooked chaos, nigga. You know, and a lot of people, not everybody, but I feel like a lot of people can relate to having to babysit a drunk, huh? To having to fucking babysit a grown ass drunk. You know what I mean? They not trying to hear shit. They don't want to do. You know what I mean? Like they not trying to hear nothing you fucking talking about. You know what I mean? Got an excuse for everything. Cause Adrien Broner, he said his excuse, it's a cop out. And I'm not saying it's 100% a cop out, but it's you know what I mean? He's using it as one, a big percentage. Cause he said his coach, I think he said his coach passed away. A drunkie. That's what I would call him, a drunkie. A drunk and a junkie. A drunk is a drunkie. A junkie and a drunk is the same thing. A drunkie. It's the same thing. Possession is possession is possession is possession, baby. Possession is possession. Period. Attachment, demonic attachment is demonic attachment. Spiritual slavery is spiritual slavery. It don't matter what the substance is. If you not in control of your motherfucking vessel, it don't matter. I've been around people. I'm gonna be honest with you, dog, on some for real shit. I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. I think alcohol is worse. I think alcohol is worse, bro. I've been around people that were alcoholics and they wake up in the morning, they don't even give a fuck. They drink all day on an empty stomach. You out of your motherfucking mind, nigga. You out of your mind is shot. I've been, bro, you talking to somebody that's been homeless on paper for 5 years. You talking to somebody that's been around people, bro. I've been around people that's 10 years, 20 years older than me. That's just possessed, nigga. Possessed. Huh? I've been around people that's like straight up full blown alcoholics. I've been around people that I'm not gonna say weed. I've been around cokeheads. I've been around people that shoot dope. You know what I mean? Like, and out of all the fucking addicts that I've been around, whether it be they're addicted to alcohol or addicted to drugs, from my personal experience, alcoholics have been worse. Alcoholics have been worse. Like the people that I've been around that were addicted to drugs, they still had like some sort of they had just a little bit more like rationale. They had a little bit more reasoning left. Just from my experience, you know what I mean? But the people that was going off the alcohol, you know what I mean? They didn't have like that reasoning, that like it was gone. It's gone, you know what I mean? That's just my experience, bro. Cause I'm like, how the fuck? I'm like, how the fuck do you drink all day on it? Nigga have $10 in their pocket. Am I gonna eat today or am I gonna drink today? Nigga drink all day. I'm like, God damn, bro. I've been in situations, bro, where, I'm living in a hotel. I'm living in a fucking low end hotel and shit. And I'm making friends with people that's there and they're fucked up. I'm the most normal person there. I like alcohol every now and then, but I'm not about to be a fucking slave. It's not about to be my master. It's not about to be my master. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a real conversation. Fuck is you talking about? Ain't nobody over here that weak. We fucked up, but we not weak. We're fucked up. Niggas is broke as shit. but we're not weak. Let's have a real conversation. Um, so I've been in situations where I made friends with people at these places I was staying at, and I'm like, yo, you gotta eat something. Like I'm sitting here watching this motherfucker drink a whole bottle or whatever throughout the day. And I'm like, yo, you got it. And I've literally drove to the fucking store and bought a motherfucker something to eat because I'm like, yo, you can't just drink all day and not eat something. You know what I mean? And they thank me for whatever, but they go back to, that's just the frequency. That's just, you know what I mean? Like that's the hell that they're trapped in for the moment. Let's have a real conversation, man. You know what I mean? So I was living in a skid row, heroin, and would do anything for it. Nah, that shit ain't no joke, man. That shit ain't no joke. What's this? You said heroin kills us all. Yeah, that's why it's like those things like that, man. You know what I mean? You said I respect alcoholics more. It's just stuff like that, bro. You can't even try it. It's certain stuff that it's like, you can't even try. Like me, I never did coke before in my life because I was around niggas that did it, and I was like, there's some goofy ass shit. It's different. See, it's different. Like when you growing up and shit, and you around people, and like if you around people that drink, and then you see that they actually like, which it doesn't go for everybody, but if you were brought up around people that when they drink they were happier, or they started laughing when they were like happy drunks and shit, then that would be like, okay, well, that actually seems like fun. That actually seems like something I would want to try, and you fuck around and try, you might be a sad drunk or angry drunk or whatever. You know what I mean? But but it was just never cool to me. It was never that's really like for me, it was never if it resonated, like that's dope. Like that's cool. Like I could see myself. You know what I mean? Like, but it never resonated with me as cool. Like it always was like some loser shit. Doing coke, anything, needle, or I'm like, this is loser shit, nigga. And I just don't resonate with loser shit. I don't resonate with loser shit. You know what I mean? Like it's just not, if we having a real, it's just, I always resonated with cool shit, like, shit that look like it's, like it's good for your soul and make you feel good and make the people around you feel good, shit like that. Never resonated with that shit. People have done coke right in front of me. You know what I mean? I had ex girlfriends do coke right in front of me, and in my mind, I'm like, I wonder, like, why she doing it. Like in my head, I'm like, I wonder why she doing this, and what does it do for her? Like, why does she feel like she needed all that shit? You know what I mean? I've been around everything, bro. Niggas be on the way to the strip club. Niggas is popping mollies and all type of. It's just never. You know what I mean. I've just been comfortable in my drug addict skin, you know, in my substance skin, you know. I just never felt the need, bro. I never felt the need. Now, nigga used to drink, but it was never like, you know, it was never my master. You know what I mean? Like I used to love getting drunk, but I always been a social. If I was ever an alcoholic, I was a social alcoholic. Never ever sat up in my house and just drank by myself. Never. He said I almost did Adderall. I don't even know what the fuck that shit is. Yeah. And you gotta understand, like niggas grew up during an era where you was cool when you were selling the drug. It wasn't you were a loser if you were on it. You were outside in the world. You were looked down on if you did the drug. Now, if you were selling the drug, you were looked at as that was cool. That's why niggas wanted to. That's why niggas was selling drugs because it was cool. All the rappers was talking about it. It was money being thrown around, and it was easy. It was easy. It was people that were hiding the fact that they were drug addicts back then. You know what I mean? I'm born in '91. You know, so I'm really just really just growing up, like 2005, 6. You know what I'm saying? Listening to fucking every nigga in the world talking about selling it, and then now 10 years after that era, these niggas everything is in reverse, is backwards. These niggas is literally bragging about how many different types of drugs they're on top of being drunk. It's like, yeah, it's completely different, bro. Completely different world. When I grew up, that was some loser shit, and that just stayed with me. That just stayed with me my entire life. It's the first, you know what I mean? Like that was the first time rap music actually kept me away from doing some bad shit. I was like, nigga, you doing what? you know? He said I tried lean before. I never even tried that, bro. I'm a square, nigga. I can get whatever. I always had the opportunity to get whatever. But my thing was, bro, if I'm being 100% honest, I was just always worried. I was like, I don't want to get addicted to nothing. I don't. I don't want to get addicted to shit, bro. That was enough for me to not fuck with none of that shit. I'm like, if I do coke, if I do coke and this shit make me feel good, I'ma fucking be I'ma be on the Tyrone Bigham side of the game. I don't want to be on the Tyrone Bigham side of the game. I don't want to be on the Tyrone Bigham side of the game. You know? I do want to try mushrooms. I do want to try mushrooms. You know what I mean? But I might be too, I don't know. But it's like that's the thing. Like if I try lean and I like it, because what it is, it just said it's like cough syrup and Sprite or something, you know? But if I try these drugs or whatever the fuck and I like it, I'm like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? He said the DMT. I mean, one of these days. It's just with that, I'm scared I'm gonna lose my mind, but you know, maybe that's what needs to happen. Cause it's always the shit. Fear is an illusion. So it's like if I'm scared I'm gonna lose my mind, subconsciously I'm holding on to something, you know what I mean, that's holding me back. You know what I mean? He said, shrooms diced in the weed. Shrooms diced in the weed is crazy. Niggas, that's wild. I do want to try mushrooms though, but I want to do it with somebody I fuck with. I don't like doing anything by myself, to be honest. And I think it's like super loser shit when like people just like when you see like people that do drugs and they're like together, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, they're just like hanging out talking about drugs, and I'm like, y'all niggas is some losers, bro. Right? Or like the fucking like the parents, the motherfuckers that be having children that be still fucking doing drugs and shit, right? I'm like, bro, it's like, can we have a real conversation? Like, once you get to a certain age, like that shit is like eternally cornball, goofball, fuck nigga shit, right? Like once you like get one, like, bro, after 35, I mean, I'm being like, you know what I mean? If you're still doing drugs after 35, like you're a fucking eternal loser. Let's have a real conversation, bro. Let's have a real conversation. He said weed is not good. Weed is just as fucked up. I just say, look, I remember the first time I got high. The first time I got high as hell. It was the best experience I ever had and the worst experience I ever had in one fucking night. But the only reason why I don't smoke is because of the bad side of it, you know. But when I first got high, bro, when I first got high, bro, it was unexplainable. I was nigga, I couldn't, I was laughing so hard I couldn't breathe. Like then my nigga would just look at me and I just start bust out laughing, like, but then boom, that's when like the anxiety started, and then I started tripping and I was like, oh hell nah. But if it just stayed right there, if it would have just stayed with I'm just laughing my ass off and I'm just okay, let's go get something to eat. I'm hungry now. Bro, I'd be a pothead. I'd be fucking nigga. I'd smell like fucking, you know what I mean? I smell like skunk all day. But the other side of that, getting too high shit, that shit, nah, it ain't for me, nigga. It ain't for me, nigga. I got too high, nigga. I got too high off good weed. You know what I mean? That's what happened to me. I got too high off good weed. The disassociation, yeah. The derealization, like, bro. And it's just like with the weed today, it's just like everything. Bro, dude, they probably putting the fucking COVID, they probably putting the vaccines in the weed now. Like, bro, you can't, like, come on, man. Come on. How can, my thing is like, how can you even enjoy the drugs today unless you have a connect? Like, unless you have, and even that can go wrong. And it only take one time for that to fuck up. But it's like they didn't fuck it. Bro, they've ruined everything. Unless you grow your own shit. And they fucked with the soil. They fucked with the soil. Yeah, I mean, you can't, bro, they ruin life. They ruin life. If you grow your own weed, you basically got to do it inside. If you do it outside, you got chemtrail juice all over your weed, right? 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 If you grow your weed outside, you got chemtrail juice. You know what I mean? You got chemtrail dandruff all over your drug, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. So you gotta grow the shit inside, and then the soil, they fucking with the soil. Probably got the vaccine in the soil. Can't win. You can't win. Nothing is real. At the dispensary to find one, maybe. That's time. Yeah. I went to the dispensary one time, and I was like, this is some dog shit. Spent all that money on that little bit of weed, and it ain't even do shit. I was like, hell no. And I remember when the dispensaries opened, man, they had armed security guards over there. Cause there was so many goddamn niggas in the hood lined up at the dispensary. They just straight up turned their back on their neighborhood you know what I mean, weed man. Shit. You gotta go in there and show them your ID and all this, and now you in a database. All you want to do is smoke a blunt. Now you in a database. What the hell? Yep. Yeah. Got niggas with guns and shit. Oh my god, dude. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. When I was growing up, the coolest when it came to drugs, the coolest thing you could do with a drug was sell it and make some money and buy some clothes. Go somewhere. You know what I mean? Buy other shit. Not drugs. You know, when I was growing up, we sell this shit and then we go buy some brand new clothes. We buy a brand new outfit. You know what I'm saying? And this is before niggas even had their license and shit. I'm talking about niggas is 13, 14, 15 years old. It's before niggas could even drive. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 16. He said, I feel safer asking a dude at the quarter store. Abibi. But everybody has a different like tolerance. Everybody, like my body, my body can't handle drugs, bro. For some, I don't know why. It just is what it is. Like if I can't do shit. If I do coke, I'll probably have a heart attack. Dead ass, bro. Dead ass. I'm gonna be going live from the motherfucking hospital. If I do that shit, I'm probably gonna have a heart attack. If I drink too much, bro. If I drink three blue moons, my nigga. If I drink 3 blue moons, I'm ready to crack a nigga over the head. 3 beers. I'm ready to crack a nigga over the head. I don't recognize myself, nigga. I'm like, oh, this nigga crazy for real. You know? I'm telling y'all, one day one day I'm gonna do a drunk stream where I show y'all like yeah, blue moon, nigga. Blue moons is good, man. You know, and you know, and then these people they always making excuses and shit. Those Secchi's is dope. Stella's ass. I remember one time I drank 6 Stellas. I didn't feel anything. I was actually pissed off, man. I drank a whole pack of Stellas. I didn't feel nothing. I was like, if you don't get this pussy ass shit away from me, hell nah. Yeah, me and my friend was joking about that, or my former friend, because she's a demonic piece of shit. But she was telling me we was talking about Four Locos and shit. Nah, never in my life. I remember I think I went down to the shore or something. I took like 2 sips of that Four Loco. Nigga was dizzy. I thought I was finna pass out. Hell nah. That's reptilian. That's reptilian scissor. That what the Four Loco, nigga? Fuck out of here. What are you talking about? That shit is for that is reptilian drink, dog. That ain't meant for us, bro. That ain't meant for us, nigga. I ain't never said after this video, I'm actually gonna go on YouTube and see if anybody can chug a Four Loco. Bro, I took 2 sips of that shit. The world started spinning, nigga. It's spinning, nigga. It's spinning. I was like, hell no. Nah. If I drink this shit, I'ma die. If I drink this shit, I'm literally gonna fucking die if I drink this shit. Hell no. Nah. Hell no. Nah. Shit. But if I drink 4 Blue Moons, that's the equivalent. That still ain't the equivalent of me drinking 1 4 Loco. 1 4 Loco, nigga. You gonna fucking wake up in Area 51 if you drink a whole you drink a whole 4 Loco. You gonna wake up in Area 51, nigga. Fucking on a gray, nigga. You gonna be raw dogging a gray, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? If I drink 4 Blue Moons, I'm definitely going raw on some shit that I'm definitely not gonna be proud of. Real. But nah, Blue Moon is the only beer I can drink without getting a headache, without getting a wild headache. I can't fuck with that. I'm talking to that nigga Sato. That nigga Sato said he's actually allergic to beer. I'm like, nigga, how are you drinking this shit if you're allergic to it, man? Turned up. I was broke as hell a few months ago. I was trying not to. Oh, so you said they diluted this shit. Yeah, nah. It ain't, bro. It ain't even like I drink a 4 Loco. I don't feel I just feel sick. I just feel shit. I got a shit. Like I'm dizzy. I got a shit. I feel like I got the fucking. I feel like I got hantavirus if I drink that shit. You know, it don't even feel like it ain't not even 1% of me feel. I'm like, I'm lit. No, I'm like, nigga, get get an ambulance, nigga. Hell no. And you Tony's like, bro, I've drank a lot of fucking liquor in my life, man. Niggas used to take Jack Daniels to the face. Niggas used to take the damn near 2 liter Jack Daniels to the face. What are we talking about? What's that other shit? Everclear or some shit? I don't think I ever tried that, but the niggas definitely had like, some high proof shit. Y'all niggas ever had Everclear? Oh shit, it's 12 o'clock, man. You said 4 Locos like a twist. Hell no, it ain't. Got a liver you got a fucking Shaquille O'Neal liver you got, nigga. Nigga said it's a twisted tea. If you don't get the hell up out of here, nigga, I dare you to I dare you to fucking make a video of you drinking a 4 Loco, nigga. I dare you. I dare you. Hell yeah. I should just do that though. That's where you know how many views I get if I made a channel with just drinking. You know these dumbass fucking channels where they just make drinks. These dumbass channels where they like, oh, mix this alcohol with this drink, it tastes like this, and then they mix it with some random shit like a remote controller and shit. Those videos get hella fucking views, man. Yeah, I'm gonna mix my drink with a fucking with a brake pad. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? I remember it was that one dude, Shoe Nice. I don't even know how I remember his name. That nigga, that nigga Shoe Nice. Now I don't know if his videos is real or not, but he would drink an entire bottle of whatever liquor. He would take off the seal and he would chug the entire bottle straight. And I'm like, it can't be real. It can't be. There's no way he would be dead. You know what I mean? He said he fucked his whole life up. He should. It can't be real, bro. It can't be real because he'd be dead. Kidneys would have malfunctioned, or kidneys would have failed. Like, he'd be dead. There's no way. Unless that nigga's a reptilian or some shit. That's the only way. That's the only way. He cannot be an organic human being doing shit like that. So I don't know, bro. These people like alcohol, bro. Alcoholics is just built. It's just built different, bro. I don't know how they do it, man. I don't know how they do it, bro. And bitches that's like alcoholic bitches, bro. They the freakiest bitches in the world, bro. Yeah, I drink so much Jack Daniels, dude. I get You know what I mean? I almost throw up every time I smell it. I drink too much of that shit, bro. I drink too much of that shit, man. So anyway, we'll see what happened with Deen and Adrien Broner, man. Hopefully they come back. Nah, I mean, yeah, they the worst, but they got good sex. I can't. I'm just keep it a buck, man. Drunk bitches be having some good sex, man. Yeah, man. I just gotta call it what it is, man. You know what I mean? Straight up. Like me personally, I like sharing a drink with a chick. We can have 1, 2, 3 drinks together, and then you know what I'm saying, go home, have some nasty ass drunk sex and shit, whatever. But then like the next day we chill. Like, it ain't like, you know what I mean? It ain't like niggas is waking up. It ain't like niggas is waking up like no, like, you know. But like I can't be with somebody. I'm gonna be honest. Like, it will be hard for me to be with somebody that doesn't drink at all, but it'd be hard for me to be with somebody that has to drink every day. Like, I need a girl that's like, she cool with drinking once or twice a week, you know, 2 times a week. Cause I don't even drink. You know what I mean? If I drink 2 times a week, that's a lot for me. And I'm talking about if I drink, you know what I mean? But it's like a lot of people, I noticed that a lot of people, they just haven't mastered themselves. They haven't mastered uh moderation. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm the type of person, I could do whatever, you know, but I don't have to overdo it. You know what I mean? You know, so it's like I notice a lot of people, they just don't have, they haven't mastered self control. So they just either like, they're extreme with it. They either can't do it at all, or they overdo it. And it's like, bruh, I don't respect that shit. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have control over yourself. And what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So I like, I fuck with people like that, man. Like, we can go out and get like completely fucked up, obliterated together, or just go out and get water. You know what I mean? Like, that's the fun part about being in control. Where you dictate, not no demon, not no whatever. You dictate um your happiness or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? You dictate, your day and your routine or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, ain't no motherfucking demonic parasite about to tell me what I got it. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no demonic parasite finna tell me it's time to drink now. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. It's time to smoke now. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not dealing with that shit. You know what I mean? Just like these people, these fat ass people on these TV shows, bro. How the fuck you get 700 pounds? How? How? You got a demonic parasite in your head controlling. You know what I mean? Controlling you. Get the fuck out of here. How you fuck you get 700 pounds? It's one thing you 200, 250, maybe 300. Anything after 300, you need an exorcism. Let's have a real conversation. If you over 300 pounds, you need an exorcism. Normal person, when you eat so much food, it hurt. It physically hurt, nigga. I ate 2 pieces of chicken today. I ate 2 pieces of chicken today and some macaroni and cheese. I said, I can't eat no more. I want some more, but I can't. I can't eat no more. You still my bitch ass. Let me lay my bitch ass down. These people, man. He said, yeah, man, it's crazy. So these are all like, these are all things you must, in my opinion, man. Otherwise, I don't know what the fuck is going on. But it's like these are things that I feel like you have to master for you to move on to the next level or whatever the fuck. Return to source. I don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? That is what it is. It don't make no sense, bro. And I've seen it with my own eyes. Can't enjoy life when you're nigga, you can't enjoy life, bro. I used to fuck around with this chick, bro, and at her core, like a sweet chick, like a beautiful chick, sweet chick, whatever. I knew this chick since fucking middle school. She ended up becoming a stripper. She was dancing in Jersey. She was dancing in New York. Um, but she just got fucking the fucking coke. I don't know what else she did. Only thing I know is she was on coke. I know she probably did some other shit. Um, but it's like when I would hang out with her, she couldn't sit still. And I'm the type of person I like sitting still. She couldn't sit still, bro. And I'm like, you fucking up my shit. You fucking up my peace. You just, you know what I mean? Every 5 seconds, can we go outside? I gotta smoke a cigarette, or can I gotta smoke, or can you pour up another shot? Can we? I'm like, bro, and that's that right there. You know what I mean? That's the fucking matrix right there. That constant, just, that demonic possession where you're unable on every level to just sit in peace. Like, you know what I mean? What the fuck is that? Is that a fucking skunk, bro? can't just sit in peace. You know what I mean? And that's that. I could sit in peace all day, bro. Damn near meditate. We could just sit in peace, bro. And it's like, I'm like, damn, like you such a cool person, you a good person, but you know what I mean? You letting these motherfucking you letting this dumb shit control you, bro. Oh, alright. She said shrimp and broccoli. So yeah, that's me, bro. Cause honestly, if we was in a real realm, like a real realm, and not a slave realm, that's what we be doing. We be fucking, you know, focusing on what matters every single day. We would have 7 days out of the week to focus on what really matters, not this fucking satanic busy work. We be laid the fuck up, either by ourselves or the people we love and care about, and we be focused on, like our gifts, our abilities, talents. What do we bring to this goddamn existence and shit like that? Wouldn't be the stress levels would be fucking low as hell. You know what I'm saying? Niggas wouldn't be itching, constantly itching. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I'm like, bro, sit the fuck down, bro. That's how I grew up, bro. That's how I grew up. My grandma constantly, sit your ass down, nigga. Constantly told me and my cousin, sit y'all motherfucking asses down. Yeah, but you don't get it. You don't get it, man. Until you tap in. You don't get it. Like, I'm sitting my ass down. I like sitting my ass down now. I like it. I sit my ass down all day if I could, bro. Gotta go to work. Gotta go get gas. Gotta go get groceries. Gotta go deal with this. Gotta go do it. It's just like, bro, this is fucking ridiculous, man. And when you finally get a chance to sit down, there's never enough time. You know? Like, look at people your age, bro. It's people my age. I just turned 35, bro. It's people my age that's on. Adrien Broner is my age. Adrien Broner is either 35 or 36. And look at him and look at me. Now, I will say this. I'm not no hating ass nigga. He's a 4-time world champion. The nigga accomplished more in life, way more in life. From a physical, a material standpoint than I have. But I've accomplished way more than this nigga on a spiritual, from a spiritual point of view, perspective, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you look around, bro, and it'd be a lot of people out. You'll be the same age as somebody, but they'll just be on some whole other shit. Yeah, like what the fuck are you doing? I'll never forget this. Allegedly, man. Allegedly, I'll never forget this shit, man. This bitch, she not even my ex. I was fucking around with this bitch, bro. I shouldn't even, never mind. Let me not even. All I know is like, and I'm like, and now that I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, I'll never have this. I'll never. Would you? Let me ask y'all a question. I mean, I can only ask water style because, all right, would any of y'all ever sell y'all ass to get your partner out of jail? Would you ever sell your ass So your partner, you can get some bail money up for your partner. That's all I'm trying. I'm trying to understand at 35 years old, why don't I have somebody in my life that is that committed to me? That's all I'm trying to understand. This nigga said, hell no. Man, listen, bro. I was talking to this chick. This chick started, you know what I mean? I don't know. She started talking to somebody else. The next thing I hear, she's selling her ass because the motherfucker she chose, the motherfucker she chose is in fucking jail and need bail money. I said, damn. I said, damn. I wish I had somebody that loved me. I need that type of love, bro. I need that Figueroa. I need that Figueroa type of love. Talent and motivation. She needed that paper. She had to get that paper together quick. I was like, damn. you out here. You out here. You out here giving strangers the girlfriend experience. Sheesh. I need that. I need that type of dedication from a bitch in my life. Now, it can't be from my main bitch because I don't play that shit. But I need a loyal side bitch. To be honest, that's what I need. Uh, this world is crazy, bro. And I've seen some crazy. I've personally seen some crazy shit, bro. I just made the Bell story up. Ain't it sure? Nah. Motherfucker she was with. The motherfucker she started talking to after me definitely was locked up. I know for a fact. I know for a fact. I wouldn't say it if I didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, I'm glad I hit. I was just thankful. Divine timing. I was like, I'm glad I hit before you started selling it. I'm glad I hit before it before dude is her pimp. I don't know. All I know is, you know what I'm saying? So y'all ain't gonna acknowledge the dedication and the love behind that. You know what I mean? That's a divine sacrifice. Letting a stranger run up in you so you can go save, you can go free the nigga you love. What? They should make a movie out of that shit. Letting strangers lay on top of you and sweat in your mouth. You don't know what they got. Nigga could have Ebola on his dick. You know what I mean? You lick it. She's sucking around the Ebola. Huh? Okay. She need that 250. She gotta suck around the Ebola. Huh? If you gotta feed your kids for a dude in jail, ain't no way. Damn. I thought love is love. Love is love. He said we above by the junkie. All right, man. My phone about to die, man. That's my only thing. Like, you got them disease. Man, listen. They got these brand new diseases, dog. I'm not playing with none of that, bro. He said, would the dude? She said, would the dude do the same for her? I don't know. I can't answer that. I can't answer that. I sell dick for my bitch. If I gotta if it came down to it, I sell my dick to get my bitch out of jail. I'm like, bitch, listen. I'll be like, bitch, listen. You might want to sit down as soon as she get home. I mean, cause you know, you get a nigga out of jail, you gotta take him. We go to Red Lobster or something. We go to I don't know where the fuck you take a nigga when they first get out of jail. Them niggas be eating McDonald's like it's fucking Roof Chris and shit. First day out, they flexing McDonald's and shit. I'm like, this shit gotta be worse than the shit you was just eating, bro. This nigga said you doing the same for her in jail. That's wild. This nigga work. You work at the post office, nigga. This don't make no damn sense. that nigga got a that nigga got a pair of K Swiss. You can't deliver mail in Converse, nigga. You gotta deliver mail in some motherfucking and some K Swiss or some Skechers or some shit. Basically shit that niggas don't would never look cool wearing. You ever seen a nigga wearing Skechers? I'll be honest with you, New Balance ain't shit. New Balance ain't shit. I got a pair of New Balance in my car right now. And my feet still hurt when I wear these shits. Ain't no, ain't no. He said I got some Skechers. Oh man. Yeah, water style at that stage, but she don't give a fuck. She said, I'm wearing whatever is comfortable." That's hilarious. He said, "My check is 2K tomorrow," and the nigga and the trifling ass nigga still ain't gonna hit the Venmo. Look at I've been looking for Jay. This nigga, I've been looking for Jay. Jay, what was the point of you getting into a car accident if we wasn't gonna get some money about this? The fuck is going on? If we wasn't gonna come up. He said I wear my Jordans for events. I'll be honest with you, fuck Jordans too. Them shits is the most uncomfortable shoes in the world. Yo, yo, shoes, like I don't know if this is some Mandela effect, but when I was growing up, like shoes were way more comfortable. They I be wearing. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm out here wearing Crocs, dog. They fucking got me, dog. I sold my soul, bro. I started wearing Crocs, dog. These shits is comfortable than a motherfucker. Shit, they got me, dog. And I'm ashamed to say it, but these Crocs be comfortable than a motherfucker, dog. Sometimes I don't even wear them with socks, nigga. Sometimes I'm so disappointed in myself, man. I'm like, the Matrix got me out here. The Matrix got me out here looking like a fucking NPC, nigga. All right, man.
Happy Friday. I hope y'all have a good day, man. Appreciate everybody chiming on the conversation. You want to support the channel, hit the Venmo, lowkey T4, the number 4 president. The Yeezys, bro. I had a pair of Yeezys. I had the black ones, the black and red ones, or the black ones. But if you got flat feet, them Yeezys is uncomfortable. But I like them, man. I just wish they worked for flat feet.